about LaMelo, I'm going to do it. He's phenomenal. He's sensational. But respect your elders, man. Nick, is this fair or foul?
It would have been fair until the Jazz outscored him by 20 in the fourth quarter to blow him out. That made it foul. You got to finish the game, LaMelo. You can't let the Jazz hit 28 threes to beat you. So you had it going, but then it became foul, Jenna.
Guys, there are some people out there who you're just destined to be doing what they're doing today. Like, if a little kid is really into science, they always end up working for NASA. Like, little Mangini was in the little playground, always designing plays. He ended up being a head coach. But what's always fascinating to me is when someone grows into their profession and becomes the top of the brand, and you never saw it coming. Like, take DK Metcalf, for example. He ran track and field in high school. You would never know that he was destined for anything other than an average athlete. Yeah, he played high school sports like everyone else. Look at him. Who knew that this kid was going to grow up to be... If there was only a way we knew that he was special back then. Unfortunately, there wasn't, which is why it's such a surprise that he burst onto the scene as one of the best receivers in the league. DK, good for you. Nobody saw this coming, and now we all see it, and we can appreciate it. So thank you very much. And Mangini's with us, the little guy in his little sandbox that was designing plays. He gets to join us for drawing a blank. So here we go, Coach. Carson Wentz not getting the Tom Brady treatment. Carson, unlike Brady, will not get his number in Indy. He wears 11. Michael Pittman wears 11. And Michael Pittman isn't giving it up. Brandon, I'll start with you. Pittman not giving up number 11 to Carson Wentz is blank.
This is bad memories. I'm still bitter at the Miami Dolphins. I'm still bitter at Devon Best for not allowing me to wear number 15 when I was traded from the Denver Broncos to the Miami Dolphins. I had to wear 19. I truly believe this is the reason why you saw a dip in my play. It's because I didn't have my number. I offered Devon Best $40,000. I offered him my 72 Cutlass when he turned down to $40,000. And he turned that down. And then I offered him my blinged out Breitling watch, and he turned that down. I'm still bitter, Miami Dolphins. You made me wear this 19, and it was all bad.
Yeah, Brandon, good thing Devon Best turned down that blinged-out Breitling watch because Brandon lost it to me betting on Josh Allen against the Bills, against the Chiefs. Appreciate you, Brandon. All right, and more importantly, this is positional justice. Michael Pittman, right alongside Kurt Flood, changing sports forever. No more quarterback entitlement. No more, oh, you're the quarterback, so I guess you get my number. No, sir. Get in line. Why does the number 11 matter more to you than to Michael Pittman? Michael Pittman Jr. says, everybody says quarterbacks. Oh, you can't have competition with them. You got to treat them special. Oh, no. I've been here a year longer than you. I'm already a Colt. I'm number 11. Maybe I'll get it tatted on my arm. Maybe not. Either way, not giving it to you. I'm sick of these quarterbacks, everyone kowtowing to them. Now, Wentz should have done what Brady did and just gack it from his teammate, Chris Godwin. He took his number, and now Godwin's probably going to be on a new team next year. But Wentz didn't do that. Positional justice, Coach. I'm all for it. All for it.
Yeah, first of all, Jenna, that was so cool you found that picture of DK Metcalf and Nick in high school. I thought that looked great. Brandon, if that Breitling was your third offer, God, I'd love to know what that cost. That's your third offer. But this to me is skepticism at its best. If you're a guy who's a receiver, you didn't wear this number in college, and you won't give up the number to the new quarterback who's coming in, then you're viewing this with a lot of skepticism in terms of whether or not he's going to be the guy and he's going to be there a long time. It's pretty amazing that he wouldn't at least enter into a dialogue about changing jerseys, right? Because he's got no real affinity to it. The one-year guy with the jersey. This is skepticism about Wentz's ability to change the team.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Interesting. All right,
Chris
let's move
Ballard,
on.
good take.
It's like the shot at me.
Brandon's Jets wasn't a shot, it was fact. I liked it. They are said to be evaluating all the quarterbacks in the draft before they make a decision on Sam Darnold's future there in New York. Brandon, the Jets starting quarterback next season should be blank.
It should be Deshaun Watson, but I feel like that train has left the station, so we have to move on. I like their pickup in LaFleur's younger brother, baby brother, who was the passing game coordinator in San Fran. He's now the OC here. And so I truly believe you have great options. You have Justin Fields that's out there that could really come in and contribute right away if you don't get the compensation you want for Sam Darnold. So Sam Darnold's a great option, Coach and Nick, but Deshaun should be the option, but it's not happening. It's not happening, guys, and I'm truly sad.
Giving up hope. Yeah, Brandon's given up hope that Deshaun would go play for the Jets. It's a good decision by Brandon. I'll tell you another good decision. For any of the Mangini children, for the older children, $100 cash. For the youngest, $100 Roblox gift card. If you send me a picture of Eric Mangini from high school, there's a bounty out there, kids. Send it to me. You have my contact info. All right, who should the Jets starting quarterback be next season? Here's the answer. Whoever they don't choose. They're going to pick a quarterback in the draft. I don't know who they're going to pick. I just know they're going to pick the wrong one. Why? Because they're the Jets. 1983. Ken O'Brien or Dan Marino? Let's go Ken O'Brien. Chad Pennington or Tom Brady in the year 2000? Let's go Chad Pennington. Remember Christian Hackenberg? Your guy Geno Smith. More recently, Mark Sanchez.
I had Christian Hackenberg. I had Geno
Jackson. They've never gotten it right. They've never gotten it right. The closest they came was Chad Pennington because nobody saw Brady coming. But so, Jenna, who should the Jets quarterback be? I don't know, but they don't either. They just know they're going to get the wrong one, Coach.
Oh, man, Christian Hackenberg.
So angry, Nick, so angry. I think it's going to be Sam Darnold, and here's my thought process on that is usually what you do with a young quarterback is you move on from the head coach and you give him an opportunity. And when you look at Sam Darnold, he was with Adam Gase. Adam Gase was with Ryan Tannehill. We saw what Ryan Tannehill did after he left Miami and goes to Tennessee. And I think there's a real fear by teams of having that same thing happen where you let go of a young quarterback and he goes somewhere else and emerges and plays really well. So if they feel strongly that they can get good draft value for Sam Darnold, then why wouldn't they keep him themselves? They think he's really worth that much and then go try to fill these spots with other players.
All right, Sam Darnold says, Coach, Heisman winner Devontae Smith was asked to pick between his former Bama quarterbacks, Tua and Mac Jones, and he shocked some people when he pretty definitively picked Mac. So, Brandon, Devontae Smith choosing Mac Jones over Tua in a pre-draft interview is blank.
This is no debate. Why is this shocking to people? I don't understand. I had 17 quarterbacks in my career, my 13-year career. Chemistry's everything. And, Coach, I always steal your line. I remember we were talking about the Patriots back in the day. And you said chemistry and continuity is everything. And I say it every week. And that's the most important thing. So when you think about the quarterback and the wide receiver, you look at this. Let me make sure I get this right. Senior year with Max, 117 catches, 1,800 yards, over 1,800 yards, 24 touchdowns, and a dang-on Heisman Trophy. And with Tua, 68 catches, 1,200 yards, and 14 touchdowns. This is no debate, Nick. Please.
Yeah, I think he's just being a good teammate here. And listen, Tua's already been drafted. Mac Jones is going to be drafted. I think he's trying to help him out in the draft. Say, oh, yeah, that's the guy. And Mac Jones, take him number 2 overall, Jets. Now, for Mac's sake, I hope they don't do that. But I think he's just being a good teammate here, Coach. I think he's trying to support his fellow potential draftee since Tua's already solidified with the Dolphins.
Yeah, Brandon, if you use that phrase more than 10 times, you've got to send a Breitling watch. It's part of the contract you signed. I don't know if anyone told you that. But I don't say this very often on the show, but I 100% agree with Nick. I think this is a function of being supportive. Tua's already got his contract. Tua's already got his situation. And these are two guys that are trying to get drafted high. They're trying to get paid. They just had a great experience together. And, of course, you should support each other. And, of course, you should push each other's stock up as much as you possibly can. I think it's smart. I think it's the right thing to do. And I think Tua probably completely understands it, if it's portrayed some other way.
All right, speaking of guys who needs their stock inflated just a little bit, let's talk some Cam Newton. He sat down with Bradon and the crew on the I Am Athlete podcast, had